Yo, this is like the 10th million video that I've made about deceased rappers. Yo, youth, I know you ain't gonna listen to me like that, because I'm an old head. But seriously, man, I think that like for the most of you all need to like stop trying to be rappers. For real. Like, change your career, like immediately. Like, Walmart is hiring. And I'm not lying, this is my word. I just was at Target today. I went to go get some some lentils. What else I get? I got some quinoa. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of that stuff is Whole Foods. They don't sell it in bulk like that. So I had to resort to going to Target now to get my lentils and quinoa. So yeah, man, I was in Target and it said they were hiring cashiers, baggers, stockers. I mean, they was hiring a boatload of people. And that's now, of course, because of the holiday season. But even after that, you know what I'm saying? Even prior to Christmas, the Thanksgiving and all of that, they were hiring. So I think like you all should like just like really work for like Walmart and Target, because that's more safe. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get shot and killed and working for Target or Walmart. You might get cursed out by somebody because you might, you know how you young cats are. Y'all don't care about shit. So you know what I'm saying? You put the bread and the eggs in the same bag as the watermelons and you know what I'm saying, the gallon of milk and stuff. You know what I mean? But for the most part, ain't nothing really seriously gonna happen to you. Because at the end of the day, we all know what happens when you become a rapper. Straight up. And I'm just trying to understand it. Like, seriously, maybe it's me. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you all know something that I don't know. For real, that's my word. Maybe it's me. Maybe, just maybe, you all have been to the afterlife. Maybe you all have, your pineal gland, decalcified. Maybe you all know how to astral project and see into your afterlife or something, because you all are like dropping like flies. And at the end of the day, like, I can't really hold y'all like that, you know what I'm saying? Because like the old heads are dropping like flies too, but we dropping like flies like because of health problems, health issues. We're not getting a couple slugs in our chest. May he rest in peace. Kango the Kid just died from pancreatic cancer. But we not getting stabbed up in festivals. Like Drakeo the Ruler, and may he rest in peace. I can't believe somebody's getting stabbed up in 2021. Let alone getting shot. Yo, for somebody to shake you up, they always say this. I'm not saying that's not what I say. They always say it, but I'll agree. It's nothing to, and I'm not trying to be violent whatsoever. It's nothing to shoot and kill someone from a distance, but to get up close and jet. No. That's some real shit. That's a real killer right there. That's a real killer. I'm not gonna sit out here and put out, associate of mine's, business. You know what I mean? I'll say associate because I ain't trying to the person is more than an associate, but at the end of the day, I'm not trying to get this man hemmed up. But I've heard of stories of someone poking another person, and the way they describe it is like, you gotta be a hell of a killer or violent to poke somebody up, to stab somebody up. Like, seriously, when does it? I hate doing this. I hate it. You all know once I start moving around in my chair and I start saying seriously, when is it, leads to this. It's a prelude to this. In the 90s, I'm gonna say that. In the 90s, yes, it was violence out there, man, no lie. But rappers weren't getting killed like that, man. Like, when does it get to the point where you all just say, like, yo, either I'm gonna rhyme or I'm gonna be in the streets. That's it. Not either I'm gonna rhyme or be in the streets or pretend to be in the streets. No, it's either I'm gonna rhyme or I'm gonna be in the streets. That's it. Cause that's another thing too. You know what I'm saying? Like the boy cried wolf and shit. Like you all be on some shit like I'm a tough guy, and then when you meet your match or better, you know what I'm saying? Then you want to start talking about some, yo, it was all marketing and advertising, it was this and that. Nobody want to hear none of that shit you was talking. All that tough talk, like Soulja Boy. Talking all that tough talk, you know what I'm saying? And now what? If somebody really come and see you, that's why I shut the fuck up online. I'm not a rapper. I mean, I can rhyme. I ain't gonna go there straight up. Like, I could be a rapper if I wanted to. You understand? But for now, I'm like, I guess you all would call me a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber and I know to shut the fuck up. Straight up. Unless I want someone to be paying for my funeral arrangements. Unless I want my family to be chipping in on my funeral arrangements. Other than that, I keep my mouth shut. Period. This is a new day and time, man. A new day and time. And I'm not trying to go there. You all might want to see your maker, because you know a lot of you all believe in Jesus and God and stuff. You might want to see your maker at an early age. That's fine. Some of you all are eager to see what the afterlife is like. That's fine. Some of you all are into Egyptology and shit. You know, a lot of young dudes, seriously, believe it or not, a lot of young dudes are into metaphysics and shit. Straight up. Subconsciously and consciously. Y'all be thinking these street dudes don't be reading and shit. Yeah, they might not be reading, but they know a lot more about metaphysics than I do, because they're dropping dead back to back to back to back to back to back. I tell you what, I'm gonna be stupid. I don't know shit about metaphysics. I don't know nothing about the afterlife. I ain't studying about Egypt or none of that shit. I ain't trying to motherfucking meet Anubis at all. Anytime soon. God, Allah, whoever the fuck you want to claim that is gonna be there at the pearly gates of heaven or whatever have you. I'm not. I want to live out my life, because dying early, or rather dying an early death, is whack. Straight the fuck up. I could only imagine Tupac versus Biggie. You know the verses. I can only imagine if they had a Tupac versus Biggie. But we'll never see that, because they're dead. They're gone. I can only imagine how Biggie Smalls' third album was going to be. Tupac's 18th million album was going to be. I can only imagine Tupac being on a Breakfast Club and talking about mumble rap and how this generation has changed. Hell, Tupac might have ran for president of the United States. There's no telling. I can only imagine what Pop Smoke could be right now. The list goes on. Capital Steez committed suicide, but I can only imagine how much heat he could have put. He didn't even put out his first album. I wasn't a fan of his shit, but Juice WRLD, XXXTentacion, the list goes on. Nipsey Hussle. I can't even imagine. You know what I'm saying? His second album, official album. His documentary on Dr. Sebi that never got done. Nick Cannon said he was gonna do it, and he never do it. I think they the living shit out of Nick Cannon. Yeah, man, you know, man, seriously, man, just I can't imagine, you know, your man. I was never a fan of King Von, never. I never liked what he stood for, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he's responsible for taking a lot of people out. He's responsible for hurting harming a lot of families. But even though he's done that, he deserved, another chance. Everybody does. Shit, Malcolm X deserved a second chance. He was Sonny Red. Y'all seem to forget about that. And there's no telling what he really did. Some things you go to the grave with you. You understand? But there's no telling what King Von could be right now. He might have changed after the fucking second album. And stop talking about gun violence in a negative way, but in a positive way, like, yo, we need to put down the guns and the youth and the But we'll never get that opportunity to see any of these rappers change or make a difference or whatever, because they're gone. And I could go on and on and on, and how, the enemies, the enemy wants to see us die, and, all of this is a well-designed plan, and fuck all of that. At the end of the day, we're carrying a plan out. Let me put it to you like that. You know what I'm saying? I can sit here and blame it on the parents and shit, but you can't blame it 100% on the parents. You can't. I got a son right now, without telling my personal business like that, I got a son right now, I'm improving his fucking credit score. And he fucking around on the internet, fucking up his credit score. So while I'm I'm literally improving his credit score. By the time he turns 18, he should have a credit score of 850. But lo and behold, I find out this motherfucker is while I'm improving his shit, he's fucking his shit up. I sat down and talked to that boy. Yo, this is the reason why you don't want to do this, that. Turn around, you doing the same shit. My point in making is that at the end of the day, you could be a hell of a fucking parent, but if a child, once they become teenage and an adult, once they are able to make decisions on their own, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You know Lawrence Fishburne? For those that know him, you know what I'm saying? I guess the last movie that he did that everybody knows him by is The Matrix. He was Morpheus in The Matrix. Not this Matrix, but the last, old head Matrix movies. Lawrence Fishburne, he hell of an actor. His daughter was in a porn flick. His daughter was giving blowjobs and swallowing semen and shit. I'm more than sure Lawrence Fishburne didn't sit his daughter down and say, hey, listen, what I want you to do in life is be a porn star and, swallow Brian. I think Brian Bumpers, that's the motherfucker stage name, his semen, and get fucked in the ass and shit. I want you to do that. And I'll be proud. Be a proud father once you do. I'm more than sure he didn't say that. But guess what? She did it. She did it. So you can't blame everything on the parent. You can't blame it on society, 100% on society. Overall, people are going to do what they're going to do with their lives. And this is what I've learned. And this is the reason why, like, when my children get older and they start making dumbass mistakes, the same type of dumbass mistakes that they making now, that could be corrected. I could correct their mistakes now. But once they leave out of the house and make mistakes that they keep from me, and like, say for example, if I can help, that they don't want no help from me, ain't shit I could do. I gotta let that shit go, because I gotta live my own life. And I'm making it relevant. Like, that's the reason why I'm where I'm at right now when it comes to these rappers. It's fucked up to say. But when it comes to these rappers, it gets to a point where you have to say, fuck it. Fuck it. You see another dead rapper, turn the channel. Fuck it. That's on them. It's on them. And it ain't shit you could do. And I know I've been saying this for the longest. You know what I'm saying? You know, fuck it. Who gives a fuck? And this and that and so forth. But yo, seriously, I really truly mean that from the bottom of my fucking heart. That's my word. You can't tell people what to do. You can give people advice, just like I'm giving you all advice. And you all may laugh and say, ha, nigga, I ain't gonna work at no damn Walmart, no Target, and this and that and so forth. Later for that shit and blah, blah, blah. All right, cool. Become a rapper then. Become a rapper, because I don't see no perks in the shit. Rappers will tell you that they don't make money off of rap music. So what's the fucking perks? You fuck a bunch of bitches that if you didn't have this you know, that celebrity status, they wouldn't fuck with you. Let me tell you something. Look at me now. A couple years later, I'm not gonna be a household name. I don't want to be that big. But I definitely know, based on my personality, I'm gonna go somewhere. And I'm telling you, I'll hardly get any women in my DMs. But I tell you what, a couple years from now, I will. They don't give a fuck about how, you know what I'm saying, like, who you are as a person. They're not fucking you. They're fucking your celebrityism. You being a celebrity, somewhat famous or important. That's it. I continue to tell you, most of these women are scandalous. They'll fuck your car if they could. They ain't interested in you. They're interested in what you have. So what's the perks in it? You fucking bitches that you know you couldn't fuck if you didn't have. I can't even say if you didn't have the money, because you don't have the money. Most of these niggas don't have money. Let's make that known. Most of these motherfuckers are getting money fronted to them. That's what they're doing. For specific reasons. The record label is giving you money for you to take care of your studio time, videos, you know, if you got to pay your rent, because you're going to have to take the time out while you're, you know, in the studio or whatever, you're going to have to, you know, pay your rent for the couple of months up. That upfront money is not for you to buy chains and fucking $1,500 sneakers and shit. That money is not for you. That upfront money is not for you to go out and buy a Bentley. So now you done fucked around and took some money from your record label, and then you sell 10 copies and you gotta pay all that shit back. And those same broads that you were fucking when you had that gold chain on and all the rest of that shit, guess what? They ain't fucking with you anymore. Why? Because you ain't got no damn money. Yeah. That plain and simple. And I just hate to be the bearer of bad news, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, nobody's fucking with you because you got money. It's because you're a celebrity now. You all doped up, taking all types of pills and smoking weed and staying up all night. Where's the perks at, my nigga? You away from your friends and families. Where the perks at? No health insurance, no life insurance, nothing. Where the perks of being a rapper? You can't walk out in your block, your own community, the hood you used to live in. They don't fuck with you anymore. I'm trying to understand where the perks at. Let me know that. So yeah, man. Be yourself. Be yourself. That's my point. That's my point in all of this shit. Be yourself. Just be yourself. I'm corky, corny, goofy, cornball. I'm nerdy. I'm cool. I'm good with the ladies. At times I'm not. I've talked myself out of pussy numerous of times. I'm all of that. And and I accept me for who I am. I don't need no rapper to validate. I don't need to be a rapper in order to validate who and what I am. Nigga, if you can't be yourself, you might self in. Straight up, man. That's real talk. That's real talk. How is it that your career is about you putting words together, right? Because that's what rappers do. You put words together. You know what I mean? You make, words rhyme. Dime, time, crime, line, pine. How in the hell for a motherfucker that puts words together, how do you die off of that? Now I know you smart asses gonna be like, well, it ain't just that, they be beefing and that. We all know that, but I'm saying, for real, like, to be technical with you, like, a rapper's job is to put words together. How do you die off of that? For real. They have scaffolds, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't die from that. Like, there ain't really too many people that are on scaffolds and they die from it. You know how many planes that fly up in the air? For real, not too many pilots die off of, flying planes. Like, what I'm trying to explain to you is, there's miners that mine for gold and shit. Like, as of recent, I think in South Africa, a couple of people died. But prior to that, years, it hasn't been years, since miners have died. In other words, what I'm saying is that at the end of the day, there are jobs that are far more dangerous than a job of a motherfucker putting words together, and niggas ain't dying like rappers are. Be yourself, man. Straight up. That's all you gotta be. That's real talk.